Hey everyone, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, first of all, I don't know how you found me, but thank you for watching. My name is Tony, aka Blayboy. I'm trying something a little bit different today, breaking free of my usual small set reviews and short form content, and I'm bringing you a room tour. More specifically, I want this to serve as the before portion of a two-part before and after video series where I essentially address how difficult it is to display Lego in a small room and kind of find some cost-effective solutions to that problem. But for now, I'd like to peel back the curtain and kind of show you what we're working with. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at my Lego room. Follow me. So as soon as you open the door to my Lego room, the first thing that you're gonna see is the large couch that I filmed the majority of my Lego content from. I guess you could say where the magic happens. Shout out to MTV Cribs. Shout out to my old man back. As well as the profile of a large shelving unit. Now I do have my collection of Lego modulars on top there, and I guess you could call it my Lego city. But if you're new to my channel, you're probably thinking that these shelves contain a lot more Lego on display, but the big twist of this video is that I have not one, but two cumbersome and expensive hobbies. The first actually being record collecting, which I got into years before my dark ages ended a year or so ago. I'm still really passionate about both hobbies, but that presents a lot of unique challenges when it comes to having a small room dedicated to both. Display space is at a premium, and you'll see that as we go through this room tour. Due to the overall lack of originality on display here, because let's face it, I'm still just a set collector at this point in my Lego journey, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on my shelf city, but we will do a brief flyby. Starting from left to right here, we have the A-frame cabin, which is actually a placeholder for the next official modular building that I purchased and put on display. But for now, I think it looks pretty good next to the bookshop modular here, which I am a fan of. And then next we've got the police station, which actually I had to purchase on the secondary market because unfortunately it disappeared from store shelves shortly before my dark ages ended, but totally worth it. Next we have Assembly Square, and yeah, we do have the Cape Crusader up top, kind of overlooking the city. And then finally, ironically, I have Marvel's Sanctum Sanctorum here with all of the minifigures basically staged how they are on the box art for that set. And then before I get roasted in the comments, yes, I did buy the X-Men X-Jet, and it is an insanely overpriced set. But I did not pay $85 for it. I actually recently found it at Target on clearance for $25, so score! Real quick before we continue on this Lego room tour, I just wanted to stop and briefly talk about the fact that when I created the Blayboy channel, I had no delusions of grandeur or thinking that I was going to make it big as a Lego influencer or something like that, but rather because I'm sincerely passionate about Lego to the point that I can't stop talking about it. Seriously, ask everyone around me. It's all I ever talk about these days. And I just needed an outlet to talk to other like-minded individuals about it. So in the spirit of that, if you have the time and feel so inclined, please like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. But enough of that, let's continue on. Spinning back around to my right here, which is actually the view from the couch, you'll see my turntable setup, surrounded by my video game related Lego sets. That may seem random at first, but this Kallax shelf here is full of video game vinyl records. I know, a lot of people don't know that's a thing, but it is, and it's amazing. So these Lego sets being here are less arbitrary than you might think, but I digress. On the left here we have the Horizon Zero Dawn tall neck, followed by the Sonic the Hedgehog Ideas set, probably the only Sonic set I'll ever own. And then next we have the Super Mario question mark block, recently retired, followed by the mighty Bowser, who is protecting his own turntable. I am currently working on building the Nintendo Entertainment System, so I have no idea where that is going to fit up here, but that's actually kind of the point of this whole video, so that's a problem for future Tony. To the left of my couch, you'll find the one bookshelf that I actually purchased explicitly to display Lego, and I have to say, I am not the biggest fan of it. The width and depth is not ideal. Many of the Lego sets that I have on display here actually do hang off the edge of the shelves, which I don't like, but I am limited on funds as well as resources. Like, I don't live near an IKEA, so I bought this at Target, and I'm just once again making do with what I have access to. But yeah, I digress. On the top here, I have a couple of Ninjago sets. These are actually the only sets on this shelf that I don't intend to keep constructed, at least not the Destiny's Bounty, because I plan to use this space to put the Ninjago City Gardens. I've been meaning to put that set together for a while, but I have a whole series of content planned around that. Stay tuned, and I will give more updates with regards to that. But next we have the Galaxy Explorer. This is the first set that I put together when my Dark Ages ended, at least the first large set that I didn't buy to share with my kid. And it was all over after that. The Eldorado Fortress, of course, a brilliant set, recently retired, and I'm on the hunt for another copy, actually. Next we have the Medieval Town Square, and I am totally and completely obsessed with the nostalgia around Lego Castle, because that's the stuff that I played with when I was a kid before my Dark Ages began. So in the spirit of that, you will find a medieval blacksmith on the right, as well as the Viking village on the left. Beware, Basil the Bat Lord perched atop his dragon. Just a fair warning, the Lego room tour gets pretty rough from here, but I did want to make this video as raw and authentic as possible, so the only tidying up that I did was putting away any sensitive family stuff like family photos or my partner and our daughter's names, simply because it's important to my partner that we protect our family's privacy in this endeavor. So other than that, you get to see the clutter on full display. I do intend to clean this up, and I'm going to put this printer away somewhere. That'll free up a bit of display space, but underneath that I do have an open cube in this Kallax shelving unit where I've got my Lego The Office set on display. Shout out to my partner for buying that for our anniversary last year. I love The Office. That's probably my #1 comfort show, and I definitely had to get this set before it retired. But after that, we have the dreaded Lego Closet of Shame. Alrighty, brace yourselves everyone, because it's about to get even more rough. But just try to remember, I'm doing this for you, okay? Are you ready, Bowser? Alright, let's do this. I think I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up to the most interesting stuff. And oof, yeah, that's embarrassing. But okay. On the bottom here, we have packing materials for when I sell vinyl records online. On top of that, we have some really cool Lego totes that my partner's family got me for Christmas. I still don't know what I'm going to do with them, but a fine gesture that I appreciated nonetheless. Behind that, we have some reject CMFs that didn't get put away with the rest of my minifigures because I ran out of materials to do so, and honestly, these aren't very valuable. And actually, underneath that, we have a fat stack of Lego instruction manuals. What do you guys do with these? Let me know in the comments. To the right here, we have miscellaneous clutter that you kind of need to just ignore. And in these big brown boxes, we have Lego sets that I've broken down and stored in Ziploc baggies for the time being. Up to the left here, we have some Lego sets that I couldn't bring myself to break down because I just loved too much, but I have nowhere to display them, so they're just living in purgatory for the time being. These Animal Crossing sets I used to film some recent content. And obviously I mentioned that I'm putting the NES together right now, which has been a blast. Behind that In this Barnes & Noble tote, we actually have all of my minifigures that I have nowhere to display. And also there are a bunch that I've purchased for army building, but I'm waiting on more parts to customize them further. In this bucket, we have a couple of Castle 3-in-1 sets that I've broken down and organized for a future project. And underneath all of that are my Lego investments. Cringe, I know, but it is what it is. Everybody else is doing it, so I'm going to get in on the action, and you can judge me if you want, but I'm going to do it anyway. On the middle shelf here, we have a bunch of board games and miscellaneous family stuff, because when I first moved into this apartment, this closet definitely was not dedicated to Lego. In fact, there wasn't any Lego in this family, but my hobby kind of took everything over, and that's okay because this is my space. Oh, hello, Ghost and Phantom 2. Yeah, you don't have anywhere to live either, do you? Finally, the big boy sets. Yeah, all sealed, new in box. I don't have anywhere to display any of them, so that's why they are hanging out up here. Some of them I purchased just because I really wanted them or because I got them for a great deal. And yeah, they just keep going up in value because they've either retired or were limited, and I just can't bring myself to open them up. At any rate, we have the Mountain Fortress from the Bricklink Designer Program. We have the Ninjago City Gardens. We've got the Mos Eisley Cantina. The Atari 2600 VCS, which I purchased because it's cool, but also because I got it for a steal of a deal, like $105. Ridiculous. The Friends apartment set I've actually had sealed here for about a year. I bought it to put together with my partner. Turns out she's not really into Lego, and then in the meantime, this set just kept going up in value and I can't bring myself to crack it open. Finally, the Indiana Jones set there, the name escapes me, but it's very cool. I just don't have anywhere to put it. And that about wraps up this Lego room tour. Stay tuned for the shopping vlog where I'm on the hunt for cheap and cost-effective storage and display solutions for small Lego rooms like mine. And if you have any suggestions beyond IKEA, which I don't have access to, or the basic Target or Walmart stuff that I've obviously already explored, I would love to hear it. Let me know in the comments. I do have this small space right here where I've got a milk crate filled with duplicate records, as well as records that I've sold and are outgoing, that I could potentially fit like a small bookshelf or more display space. I could also potentially upgrade this bookshelf over here with something that has a little more depth. The width is an issue because I need to leave clearance on this side of the couch to pull records out. Or I could scrap it all. Do a brand new layout, new furniture. I guess you'll have to stay tuned for the second after room tour once I've made all of the upgrades. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.